coming Sunday stuff. And then, if you know very well, thank God I have a testifier here. Nothing happened in the city of Liverpool without asking me. It's impossible. Nothing will happen in the city of Liverpool. Government in the city of Liverpool, they need to ask him. See, he has been positioned to be not just a judge but an influencer. See, when they start asking you, what should we do? And you're a pastor of a church, you know you have arrived. But it's just another migrant church like any one of you. Just started that way. Right? Their choir sings at Liverpool when Liverpool club is playing at times. And they sing, they influence everything. they influence everything in the city. Right? Because if you sit down and speak to the man, he's not talking about just clappy, happy Sunday, Wednesday service. You see, his vision is more, his purpose and his vision is more of eternal incarnation of who Christ is in this community. That everyone is touched through every house. So through community, through commerce, and through church. So that means if you are a church, if you are buying a building, and what you see, because see, that's the problem with many of our pastors who are buying a building and they run to debt. They are not thinking before you buy the building. When you're going to buy the building, you are thinking only church in your head. You must think beyond that because I have to go to that because he said to us that more people come into the church Monday to Friday than Sunday in the building. So the people that comes only on Sunday are only about 25 or 30% as compared to people who are members of the congregation who are not coming on the Sunday service but who come between Monday to Saturday. Are you following me? Right? So that means a lot of thinking has gone into the place in terms of we're not just having a building and put Holy Ghost whatever outside. Because that won't scare anybody away anyway. Right? So because it's called Liverpool Lighthouse. But inside Liverpool Lighthouse is the temple of praise, which is the church. But inside there is a restaurant, right? Inside there is a furniture shop. Because what they do with the furniture shop is all the rich people in Liverpool, when they want to get rid of their settees, they have a van. They will go there and pick up all the settees. And they will use the front of the church, like a nice glassy place, and put the settees there as a little furniture shop. So, and they got in contact with the government and said, anybody who they are giving home that wants to put furniture in their homes, that government is giving council estate or whatever, then there's the furniture. So people come who by connection with the government, they come in there, and then some nice fine furniture, they will sell it for them for like £50, £30. So a single mother or a family that doesn't have anything can keep the whole of their house for like £100. And then they will then take their van to keep the house, put everything and set everything up for you. Now you can't tell me come to my church on Sunday and say I will come. Talk to me. You can, because you have demonstrated beyond any means that Christ is living in you. And then when the government now sees that, you then apply, because I know that, because I'm a member of the board of trustees. Hardly do they have anything in that church that somebody doesn't pay for. They don't pay for it for themselves. They want to recarpet anything, they know somewhere, somehow, that they can write the funding application to. And because of the integrity of the church that they have, they will get the money. There was a time they had about $250,000. We had the board meeting and they said, we can't take this money. I said, why? He said, because we don't know where to spend the money on, but we want to give it to us. This is the kind of thing, you see what I'm saying? Do you think there's no money? There's money. But they're looking for integrity.
That's it. Character.
And character. Established institution. And that's why many of us cannot access this money. Because if they say, bring out your record. 7 days fasting and prayer before we start. So that they won't see what God will want them to see. Yeah. So these are the kind of things that you can Christian against poverty, mega fitness, community money advice, where you advise local churches to offer them free in-depth debt services. Even Romance Academy by Rachel Gardner, which help local churches with relationship to reach sex education for teenagers. They come against property. And then there's a hope into action to help local churches to provide houses for community for the homeless, night shelter, TLG, early intervention to help local churches to support children who struggle with behavioral difficulties in school. So all of these initiatives are there on the Cinnamon Network, which you can, the website is, you see, you access funding. This is the website, www.cinnamonnetwork.co.uk. So if you log into that website, you register on that website, and when you register on that website, they will send you links and all of that on the website, www.cinnamonnetwork.co. So you register first, then they send you all the link, and then you then apply application. You get application to apply for the stuff, and then you can then the simple way that I'm telling you that there are about 20 projects already. You now pick up one. You can pick more than one because they give you money per project. Not that you are only allowed this money and that is it. If you think you have the capacity to do 3 projects, you can do 3 projects because they will look at it in their stuff. And once you can do the project, they will then release the money for you. Government have just given $500,000 when January this year or something for it. Last year they gave $1 million. So government understand that there's no way they can engage with the local communities, but except through churches who are all over the place. So they are giving it to the Cinnamon networks to get a group of church members and leaders like you together so that they can pump it through them to know what they want to do. Yeah? And there are other means of sourcing funding all around the place, apart from this. They are only that you have to, we are not very good in writing funding applications as we're not trained to do that. But there are people who are experts in that, in writing funding applications, depending on what the funding is meant for. So you've got to be careful. Some fundings might restrict you in your spirituality. So once you take those funding, they start telling you can't say this, you can't do this, you can't go to. So you've got to be careful also that where the funding is coming from. The Sainsbury's families are very good. What's their funding organization called? I know they give the Sainsbury's family, they are so generous. They give millions and millions out every year for churches and organizations who want to have initiatives in terms of what they need to do. Yeah? This is a very short session. So, I brought some of these old things for you. For many of you who might want to engage in your community in terms of doing ministry and mission, you don't know how to engage with the local white communities. You don't have a clue on how to engage with them. And you want to do something, I don't know what to do. This gives you over 100 missionary initiatives that you can do and who to connect with. Right? It's been proof tested even on how to communicate with local Caucasian, how to understand what kind of people are, and it gives examples of the type of people who have done it and then the outcome of it. So I bought a few copies of this from the Hope. I mean, the good thing is that RCCG, we are in support of Hope. So you can, their website, you want their website as well, www.hopetogether.org.uk. Let me repeat it. www, it's on my card. If you want to get my card, www.hopetogether.org.uk. Now, let me tell you how you can use them. To use them is very simple. Email that to their website as well. Email www. That's the website. I mean. But in the website, they will tell you where to. Tell me who to contact. Her name is Carol. She's the person in terms of Carol. So, what you need to do with them is to also register yourself or your church with Hope. And then what you then ask for is that you need all the. So at any time you want to do anything that will engage with the community, I don't know what and how. The Cinnamon Network gives you the money for a prescribed thing that they say out of this 20, pick one. But you might be in a community where you are doing one thing in the Cinnamon Network, but you want to do something that doesn't need funding. You just want to engage with the community. And then this is where Hope will help you, because what Hope will do is that they will give you resources, information, and link you to those who are already doing it, so that you can get support on how to do it and work together. Because the whole network is like a club. They are very tight. So, and once you come into the club, they allow you the opportunity to spread your wings in terms of what you need to do. And you are more acknowledged by other churches and establishments because they all belong to the Church of England Baptist and they are all in there. So, you use our own Redeem network because we are there as well. Why struggle when there's a ladder you can take? Do you know what I'm saying? So there's a ladder already, just take it. Just tell them, I'm an RCCG, whatever, things that immediately they will. And if they don't, mention my name. I'm an associate director.
Santa.
Yeah? Mention my name, drop my name. You know, there are places where you drop people's name. Once you try to, the doors begin to look like gossip, you drop it subtly. He said, maybe, don't worry, maybe I'll speak to Reverend Yemi and then whatever. He started the change. I guarantee you that he will change. Either that or Islam or conversation will change. So you use people's network and ladder to get to where you get into. As long as your motive is right and your heart is pure. Yeah, it's important to have that. Questions?